Okay, guys, you just taught your kids area models with multiplication. And so with that, we would say 6 times 56, or 6 groups of 56. And your kids learned that we have a rectangle, and I have 6 on this side and 56 up top, and I can decompose 56 into 50 plus 6. And we told them that 6 times 5, and with your zeros, so 6 times 50 is 300. I like to actually have them write it down here. 6 times 50 equals 300. And then 6 times 6, I'm going to turn it sideways so we have room. 6 times 6 equals 36. So now all they have to do is add up what's inside. So 300 plus 36 is 336. And this is what you've been working on for the past couple of weeks. So now we want to use this knowledge to teach them how to use area models with division. So I would start, let's use the exact same number. So 336 divided by 6. Okay, and get them to still think about the groups. So now we're looking for how many groups of 6 can I make from 336? Honestly, I would use this as kind of an investigation and let them work in groups on chart paper and maybe even base 10 blocks to figure this out. But ultimately, it's the same thing. So now we have our rectangle, and we know that one side length is 6. We do not know what the other side length is, but we know that the area of everything in here is this 336. So we have to figure out how to partition this so we can get the other side length. Let's draw another rectangle to show it. Okay, and with this, so we know this is 6, and we have to come up with 336 here. A lot of kids starting off with, they just know we taught them how to multiply by tens and hundreds, so the 0 makes it easier. So they're probably going to start by just taking 10 away. So I have 10 groups. I have 6 groups of 10, or 10 groups of 6. I mean, they're going to get the same answer. So I have 6 times 10. Well, so 6 times 10 equals 60. And this is where we can look at it and have conversations with our kids and say, okay, so we're at 60, but we have to get to 336. Some of your kids are going to say, ooh, if I double it, that's 120. Well, if I take another 10 out, 6 times 10 equals 60. So now I'm at 120. Well, let's see. Can I get another 120 out? Probably. So we can try that. So if that's 10 and 10 is 20, so what if I just took a 20 out? And I said 6 times 20. So 6 times 2 is 12. Bring down my 0. So that's 120. So I have 120 plus 120, so that's 240. Well, I'm still not where I need to get. So you can even have them over here on the subtraction part. If they're not sure, subtract it out. 336, and we just said we had 240. So 6, 2, 13. Okay, and I mean, some of your kids are going to have to do this because they're not going to get it the other way. So 9. And so I have 96 left. So can I get how many groups of 6 can I get out of this? So now I have 96. Well, I know in my head that 6 times 10 equals 60, but then 6 times 100 equals 600. So 60 is not over 96, but it's close. So I can take another group of 10 out, and then 6 times 10 equals 60. So that's subtracting another 60. And then you can, once they get it all subtracted out, oh, I have 36 left. Well, I can't get, 60's too big, so I can't take another group of 10 out and then get them to see that this would be a 6, because we know 6 times 6 equals 36. And then if I subtract that, I'm down to 0. This is a lot like what they call the 7 method, to where you say 6 divided into 336, and it's the same thing where you just do your subtraction here, where you can say, okay, so I'm going to take a 10 out. 6 times 10 is 60, and when I subtract that and go all the way down, and it's exactly this way but doing it here. Once your kids start getting the hang of this, they'll start chunking this into bigger numbers. So they won't have to take it out by 10s. They can take it out maybe by, 20s or 50s, and make it a little bit easier on them. And then all they have to do is add up this right here. So plus, 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 and you have 10, 20, 40, 50, 6. And there's their answer.